Yes.
Jai Radha Madhava.
Yeah, awesome. That's my favorite kirtan. Yeah,
Me too. That's also my favorite kirtan.
awesome. Haribol. Yeah, you can sing that. Okay. When we begin the class after the japa, you can start with the kirtan. Okay.
Okay.
Haribol. Hare Krishna. Okay. So, can you all see the screen? Yes or no? Okay, so today is day 8, chapter 8. We are learning the Bhagavad Gita translated by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. He is the founder of ISKCON. Okay, yesterday somebody was asking, who is Prabhupada? He is Prabhupada, okay? Whoever you're seeing in the picture, he is the founder of ISKCON. He is the one who brought Krishna consciousness to all the Western people, Western countries. Okay, and he's lifting all of us, helping us go back to Godhead. Okay, so chapter 8, Akshara Brahma Yoga. Okay, 18ing the Supreme. So yesterday we learned a lot about devotional service yesterday, right? And today we will be learning about Akshara Brahma Yoga, how to attain the Supreme, how to attain Krishna, how to go back to Krishna, how to achieve Krishna, how to see Krishna face to face. Okay, so Arjuna asks Krishna 8 questions. Okay, we will see what they are, and then what happens after your death. Okay, how do you take the next body? Okay, so whatever we think at the time of death, we take that body after we die. Okay, so remembering Krishna at the time of death, if you remember Krishna at the time of death, you will go back to Krishna. If you remember something else, you will go back to that particular form. Okay, yeah, so material world versus spiritual world. So now we will also see what is material world and what is spiritual world, the different differences. Okay, and then supremacy of pure bhakti in attaining Krishna. Okay, so now pure bhakti. How do we offer pure devotional service so that we can all go back to Krishna? Okay, let's offer our obeisances. Shri Shri Radha Govinda, ISKCON Mangaluru DT. Okay, it's for whose pleasure we are doing all this. Everything we do is for the pleasure of the Lord, and it is through His mercy. Okay, who wants to chant? Chant and read the translation. Okay, raise your hand. Quick, quick. Yeah, Suryansh.
Okay, Mataji. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. I was born in the darkest ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torch of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him.
Hi, Bol. Okay, so Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So we were all born in knowledge, darkness. Okay, we did not know what is knowledge. What is knowledge? Krishna is the supreme, and so that knowledge we did not have. So it is our Gurudev who comes and leads us, holds our hands and takes us back to Krishna. Okay, so he is the one who comes and gives us the light of knowledge. Jnananjana Shalakaya. So he is the one who puts the torch, ons the torch of knowledge and gives us all knowledge, saying that Krishna is the supreme. Next, Parnika.
Okay, ma'am. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namini. I offer my respectful obeisances unto His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, who is very dear to Lord Krishna, having taken shelter at His lotus feet. Hare Krishna, Tajima.
Hare Krishna. Okay. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namine. Okay, so this is Prabhupada Pranam Mantra. Okay, so we are offering our respectful obeisances to Prabhupada, who is very, very dear to Lord. Why is he dear to Lord? Because he's taken his shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord. He's made Krishna's lotus feet his house, his home. Okay, that's why Prabhupada is very dear to Lord, and that's why he is a Gurudev. He is Jagat Guru. Okay, so Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Deshatarine. Okay, our respectful obeisances unto you, O spiritual master, servant of Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami. So Prabhupada is the disciple of Bhakti Siddhanta Swami Saraswati Goswami. Okay, and you are kindly preaching the message of Lord Chaitanya and delivering Western countries which are filled with impersonalism and voidism. So he is the one, Prabhupada is the one who went to Western countries and gave them Krishna. They all did not know Krishna as the Supreme. They did not even know that they have to offer devotional service to the Lord. Okay, nothing they knew. So so Prabhupada is the one and gave them light of knowledge. That's why Jnananjana Shalakaya we say, no? Om Ajnana Timiram Dasya. So that is why Guru is always a person who gives us the light of knowledge. And he is the one who went against the concept of impersonalism and voidism and proved them wrong. That is Prabhupada. Okay, so what is impersonalism? Saying merging with the Lord, merging with the Brahma Jyoti, that is the light coming from the body of the Lord. And voidism, saying God means some emptiness or some energy, some sort of a thing. Some people say God is nothing and all that. So that is wrong. So Prabhupada went and proved them wrong. Yes, Sia.
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara Pandit, Srivas Thakur, and all devotees of Lord Chaitanya.
Yes, Haribol. Okay, so this is a very nice, very easy mantra, no? So it just has all the names of the people here and we offer our obeisances to them. Okay, so Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So we offer our respectful obeisances to each of them, that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita, Gadadhar Pandit, okay, and Srivas, and all the devotees of Sri Chaitanya. Okay, why? Because they are the one who is giving us Harinam, and only by chanting with the mantra they have given, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, we can go back to Godhead. Don't chant other mantra, Krishna will not take you, because Kali Yuga, that is the reason Krishna has come down in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to give us Harinam. Right? Next, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Okay, others you can chant tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, so recap of yesterday. What is science? We all saw Krishna consciousness is a science, right? And whenever we take anything about science, we all know that we have to apply it, practically perform it, experiment it, then only you will get the right results. Okay, then only you will understand if it is working or not, right? So that is why it is called science. So yeah, so attraction of water depends on purity of the taste, and this pure taste is one of the energies of Krishna. We all drink water, right? Why do you drink water? Because when you're very thirsty, you can experiment this. When you're very thirsty, when you drink water, water tastes very nice, right? You want to drink more, right? What is that called? That is called attraction. Why is it happening? It's because of the taste you're getting. So Krishna is the taste in water. Yesterday we saw, right? Krishna is the taste in water. So we saw yesterday the Krishna's greatness, right? So that's why Krishna can be perceived in all other forms, not just in the form of his personal form also, okay? Because light of sun and moon is Krishna, Omkar is Krishna, fragrance of earth is Krishna, taste of water is Krishna, right? So Krishna is everywhere and anywhere. He's in every atom, right? And we get to know, we understand all this only if we start experimenting it by following the lessons we learn in Bhagavad Gita class every day. Yesterday one of them were telling, no, some girl had some tournament, and Sunday the class was preponed to 4:30 so that she could attend the tournament and the Bhagavad Gita class. So Krishna makes way. Krishna makes way even if you don't ask him, okay? If you ask him, if you don't ask him, only if he is helping you. Imagine if you go and pray to him, how much he will help you, right? So always go to Krishna. We saw Draupadi's story, we saw Gajendra's story, right? All of them went to Krishna for deliverance, for help. They never went to others. And we saw Deenabandhu's story, right? The pot of curd, where the curd was not at all getting over. It was Akshaya, right? So Krishna is the one who can give you unlimited. If the boy had went and asked somebody else, they would have got a big pot of curd and the curd would have gotten over, all right? But because it was Krishna, he gave him unlimited. Yeah. And Maulika, please send it to me on WhatsApp. I'll put it on the slide and show it to everybody. Okay, your drawing. Okay, yeah. So now we will come back to the chapter. Okay, chapter 8. Now Arjuna, we saw, no, Arjuna is going to ask Krishna 8 questions. So what are those 8 questions? So now Arjuna is asking Krishna, what is Brahman? Okay, what is Brahman? What is self? What are fruitive activities? We've been using the term, right, in all the past chapters, fruitive results, fruitive workers, fruitive activities. What exactly is fruitive activity? Okay, Arjuna wants to know. And then what is material manifestation? That is, what is material world? And what are the demigods? Who are demigods and what are demigods? Okay, what is their position exactly? Shiva, Lord Shiva is a demigod, Lord Brahma is a demigod. Who are they exactly? What are they? Okay, and if Krishna is God, obviously all others must be demigod. So who exactly are they? Arjuna wants to know. And then Arjuna also asks, well, how does this Lord of Sacrifice live in the body? Who is the Lord of Sacrifice? Anybody? Raise your hand. Yes. Ayush.
Mataji, the Atma soul.
No. Lord of Sacrifice. Atma is the Lord? No.
We are a sacrifice.
No. See, sacrifice means what? Giving whatever you do to the Lord, right? So Lord of Sacrifice means you are giving it to the Lord. So Krishna is the Lord of Sacrifice. Sacrifice means what? Whatever you're doing it for Krishna, right? Whatever you get, you give it off to Krishna. If somebody gifts you something, you first go offer it to the Lord and then say, it is for you. First you enjoy, then I will take it as your prasadam. So if somebody comes and gifts you something, say a nice mobile phone, you first go give it to the Lord. Keep it in front of his photo or DT or whatever, and then offer it to the Lord with the tulsi leaf, and then you start using it, right? So that is sacrifice. So whom are you doing it for? Lord, right? And so all the sacrifice, any sacrifice you do it for the Lord. So that's why Krishna is the Lord of Sacrifice. Agni Dev also takes your sacrifice and gives it to Krishna. In case you do fire sacrifices, Agni Dev also takes it and gives it to Krishna. So Krishna is the Lord. He is the one who takes every sacrifice we offer. Okay, you offer something to Shiva, Shiva goes and gives it to Krishna. Okay, you offer something to Ganesha, Ganesha goes and gives it to Krishna. Okay, so everybody gives it to Krishna only finally. So Krishna is the Lord of all sacrifices. Now Arjuna is saying, where does the Lord of Sacrifice live in the body? Okay, so that means where is Krishna living in the body? Where is Krishna living? Anybody? In the body? In what form is he living in the body? Yeah, Maulika?
Ma'am, heart.
Yeah. What form is he living?
Vishnu. Ma'am, Paramatma.
Yeah, Paramatma. Hari Bol. Okay, so now Arjuna is asking all these questions. Okay, and he also asks, how can those engaged in devotion service know you at the time of death? We all, I already told you, right? At the time of death, whatever you think about, you attain that form. So now Arjuna is telling, I want to come back to you. If devotees have to go back to Krishna, they all have to think about Krishna at the time of death. Now he is asking how to think about you during death, because we never know when death comes. Any moment, anybody can die, right? Death will not give you prior notification. Okay, I'll be coming tomorrow. No, right? So we never know. That's why Arjuna is asking how. Okay, very nice. So very nice questions Arjuna is asking. It's helping all of us. Now the Lord starts replying one by one. Okay, so what is Brahman? The indestructible transcendental living entity is called Brahman. That means the Jiva Jyoti, okay, or the Brahma Jyoti. So Brahma Jyoti is the supreme. Okay, it is the spiritual effulgence coming out from the Lord, and the living entity is called the Brahman. The Jiva Jyoti, we say, the Jiva Atma, okay, the Jivatma, the soul. The soul is called Brahman, and Brahman goes back to Krishna. The Brahman is our soul, okay, and then the self. What is self? The nature of the Brahman is called self. Okay, so the soul's nature, soul also has a nature, no? It is called Swarup, Swabhav, the nature of the soul. That is called self. Soul is Brahman, nature of the self, nature of the soul is called self. And then what is fruitive activity? Okay, So what are fruitive activities? Any action pertaining to the development of these material bodies is called karma or fruitive activities. So karma. So fruitive activities means I am going to office because I want to earn money. That is called fruitive activity. That means I'm earning money and it is for myself. Krishna is nowhere in the scene, right? I am going to office, I am earning money. That is karma. I'm by going to office, I'm doing a karma, and for that I will have a reaction, right? I might get scoldings from my manager. I might not work well, right? All these are reactions. I might work very well and get promotion. Okay, I might earn lot of money. All these are reactions to that karma. So anything, if it is a good reaction, you have to enjoy, you'll get punya. If it is a bad reaction, you will suffer, it is papa, right? And but nothing is permanent. Nothing is permanent. Okay, so that is fruitive activity, doing anything for karma. But if you do it for Krishna, if you say no, I am going to office to serve Krishna, whatever money I get, I will again use it for serving Krishna. See, it is very important to understand Krishna is very practical. Okay, even to buy agarbatti, 5 rupees agarbatti, we all need money. Yes or no? To offer fruits and water to the Lord also we need money. So we have to go to office. There is no other way. But what you should tell, you are going to office to serve the Lord. How? Whatever money you get, don't just tell and simply sit. Okay, whatever money I'm getting, I need to use it for service of the Lord. Okay, like if you go to school, don't go to school because you want to get good marks. Tell you're going to school because you want to make Krishna happy. You want to satisfy Krishna. How? With all the marks or scores that you get, even if you become a topper, go and give it to Krishna. Tell all this, I'm dedicating it to you. I'm giving it away to you. Okay, I'm giving it to your lotus feet. That becomes free from karma bondage. That is a devotional activity. Okay, if you go to school and say all my marks are mine, I want all my scores, then that is fruitive activity. So that will give you karma bondage. Okay, so that is what Arjuna is asking and Krishna is clarifying. Okay, any doubts so far? Any doubts with fruitive activities? It's very important. If you have any doubts, please put it in the chat. Otherwise, just say no doubts so that I can proceed. Quick. Okay, great. Okay, so Antakale cha mam eva smaran muktva kalevaram yaprayate sa madbhavam yati nashti atra samasyaha. Okay, so what is Krishna saying here? And whoever at the time of death quits his body, remembering me alone, at once attains my nature. Of this, there is no doubt. So Krishna is assuring something to us, right? What is he saying? While dying, okay, think about Krishna, chant Hare Krishna, look at Krishna's form, okay, have a nice picture on your phone or something so that you can just hold and look at Krishna, or make it your phone's wallpaper. Okay, so because at the time of death we have to remember Krishna, otherwise we cannot go back to Krishna. Anything, anyhow you need to remember Krishna. You can chant his holy name of the Lord, Harinam, or you can sing his kirtan, or you can just see his picture, okay, or you can hear his name if somebody else is chanting. Okay, so that's what happened to Bhishma, no? He was on the bed of arrows, and he at the time of dying, what did he do? He kept looking at Krishna. See, Krishna came here, and this is his expansion. Okay, the Vishnu expansion with 4-handed form he came, right? And Bhishma started looking at Krishna, started remembering Krishna, right? And he was always looking at Krishna's Parthasarathi form, the chariot driver of Arjuna. That form he was remembering in his mind. Okay, and obviously because he was looking at Krishna, he will obviously go back to Krishna after his death and go back to Krishna and serve the Lord. He will get moksha. He will never come back to earth and suffer like this. See how much Bhishma suffered. He was sleeping on the bed of arrows for so many days, right? So obviously he suffered a lot. So once we come to this earth, we have to suffer whether you like it or not. So why should we suffer? Why should we suffer, right? There is no need for us to suffer. Let's go back to Krishna, okay, by remembering him all that time. Now Arjuna says, remember, Arjuna asks how to remember Krishna when we die. because at the time of death we don't even know what and all we will be going through, right? Some people will be admitted in the hospital, some people will not have their consciousness only, some people die when sleeping, right? Some people die in accidents, right? Now how to do, what to do? So now Prabhupada is saying to remember Krishna one should chant Mahamantra Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, incessantly. That means after you finish your one round properly, okay, in a nice quiet place, you sit and watch the video, chant with it with full concentration. After that, whenever you're free, keep chanting Hare Krishna, right? When you're walking, when you're driving, when you're riding, when you're playing, when you're sitting simply, okay, just keep chanting. It's like you breathe, right? When you do you forget to breathe? No. So when you breathe, I mean, you whatever you do, you will continue breathing. In the same way, just keep on that Hare Krishna should be playing in your mind all the time. Okay, whatever you do. So that way, what happens? You will get a practice. You will get a good hold of remembering Krishna. Okay, so at the time of death, you can easily remember Krishna because you've practiced it. All this during your lifetime, you've practiced it, na? How to remember Krishna. So at the time of death, you can easily remember Krishna. So this is a nice story. Okay, anybody knows the story? Raise your hand if you know. Okay. Who knows? Okay, Suryansh, tell me.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Bharat Maharaj
Yeah.
went to do tapasya.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Am I
Yeah,
audible?
yeah. Tell me.
Bharat Maharaj gone in forest to do tapasya,
Yeah.
and one deer,
Yeah.
one deer's one small deer's mom died, and there was a tiger beyond him.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
Bharat Maharaj saved him, and he forgot to do tapasya.
Yeah.
Then every time he took care of the deer,
Yeah.
and when he died, he didn't remember Krishna, but he remembered the deer.
Yeah. So he got deer's form, right? When in his next janma, he got deer's form. Thank you, Hare Krishna. So that is the story. Okay. So यं समयाशुरङ्गमावपि स्मरन् भावं त्यजति अन्ते कलेवरं तं वपे एवैति कौन्तेय सदा तद्भावभवितः. Okay, so whatever state of being one remembers, when he quits his body, the state he will attain without fail. So this is see what Krishna is saying. Whatever you remember when you die, when you leave the body, when your soul leaves the body, whatever you are remembering, that form you will get after you die and take the next janma. Okay, so same thing as Suryansh told, this is Bharata. Okay, he was the ruler of the entire earth. That's why it was named as Bharatavarsha. Okay, the country, it was named as Bharatavarsha because Bharata was the ruler, and he is the son of King Rishabha. Okay, he was a very nice ruler, and then all that. When he took sannyas ashram, that is after in his old age, he went to obviously those days I told Ashtanga yoga, we need to leave all our family, wealth, property, everything, go to Krishna, go to forest, sit there and do Ashtanga yoga, tapasya, right? And then you will get to see the Lord and you will go to Lord. Okay, so same thing Bharata also did. He went to forest, he was doing all types of sacrifices, he was meditating, he was doing fire sacrifice, everything. Okay, and then what happened, he was actually doing it with full concentration, dedication. But unfortunately one day what happened, he saw a deer. Okay, it was a small baby deer, and the baby deer had lost her mom. Okay, because her mom was not there and she was alone. Okay, so then she needs protection, right? She is very small. So Bharata, out of sympathy, went and took care of the deer. Okay, so he brought the deer with him and started taking care of it like a child. Okay, like his own child. And then day and night he was thinking about the deer, taking care of the deer. He actually stopped all his sacrifices and all tapasya, and he only concentrated on the deer. So from Krishna, his concentration moved to deer. Okay, now he became very old and he was about to die. So that time what happened, he was thinking, okay, now I'll die, who will take care of this deer? So small it is and all that. Okay, so he was thinking in his mind. See, you can see in the picture, he was dying but he was thinking about the deer, right? So now what happens, obviously when he left his body, he went and took a form of a deer. Okay, he took his next janma was in the form of a deer. Okay, then he had to spend all that life as a deer and then die and then take another human form. So he never got a human form in his next life because he was thinking about deer when he died. Okay, then next life he got a deer's form, then he lived as a deer and then he died, then he got a human form and he was named Jada Bharata at that time. Okay, that time he could, continue his devotional service and then go back to Krishna. So he had to wait for how many janmas? 2 more janmas, right? Because of the deer. If he had not thought about the deer and thought about Krishna, in that janma itself he would have gone back, right? See, he had to wait 2 more janmas and suffer as a deer. I mean, you cannot speak if you're a deer, you cannot chant if you're a deer, you cannot eat nice palatable dishes if you're a deer. You have to wander in the forest, always running away from the lion and tigers there, right? To protect your life. Nobody else will come and protect your life, right? You only have to run and protect your life. So how much difficulties a deer's life is, right? You will not get all the privileges like a human being. So that's why we at the time of death we should always think about the Lord. Otherwise it's very difficult. We cannot go back to Krishna. We have to wait here again, come back to this earth. Okay, so at the time of death, according to his mental condition, the living being is carried away by the subtle body, consisting of mind, intelligence, ego, and another gross body. To another gross body. So that was just an example. Okay, that was a story. Now in our real life also we think about, okay, when we are dying, what do we actually think about? Who will take care of my property? Such a nice big house I have, so much of bank balance I have. Who will take care of all that? Who will take care of my children? Who will take care of my mother? Who will take care of that, this, and everything we have in our mind? So again we will take birth in a family life sort of an environment itself. Again we will take birth and we will start working hard for money, house, because in our mind when we died we had money, property and all that. So again when we take birth we will again start working hard for money, property. Nowhere Krishna comes in the scene again. So always think about Krishna. See, okay, Krishna, anyway all this property will ultimately is a sacrifice to you only. You do whatever you want with it. You are only going, are you taking all the property and all that with you to the graveyard, to the crematory? No, right? So why do you have to worry about all that? Just think about Krishna. Okay, somebody asks, no, if I'm dedicating my entire salary to Krishna, how will I survive? So why are you differentiating between your life and devotional life? Okay, it is just one life that you've got and it is spiritual life. No personal life. Okay, I'm eating, so it is not. See, what do you use your salary for? Okay, you will buy a nice house or you will build a nice house. And what do you do in the house? Krishna puja, right? You will obviously have a puja room in your house and you will do Krishna puja, you will do kirtan, you will do japa. If you have to do your japa, you need a house, right? So obviously with your salary only you are buying the house, right? So you are dedicating your house to Krishna. You are surviving and you are buying nice clothes to wear, right? And what do you do after buying the clothes? You're buying it from your salary, right? And you will go give your clothes, first keep it in front of Krishna and say that it is for your service. And what do you do after wearing those new clothes? You will definitely chant, you will definitely say Krishna at least once, right? You will go to temple or you might go to some place. Again, there also you will go and talk about Krishna, right? So whatever you're doing is becoming devotional service. Buying a car, you might drop a devotee or you might pick up a devotee using your car. You might use your car to go to a temple, right? You might use your car to distribute prasadam to somebody. You might use your car to go attend some puja in somebody's house, right? So all that you do using your car. So car is also becoming a devotional element here, right? So that way you are using your salary. So whatever you are using your salary, you are using it for the Lord, right? So everything around you is becoming spiritualized. It's becoming used for devotional service. So there is no discrimination. This is not for spiritual, this is not for devotional service, this is for devotional service. No discrimination at all, because whatever you're doing it for Krishna. Okay, remember that. Even if you have to take care of your mother, you cannot say, no, I have to go and serve only Krishna. I will not serve my mother, I will not serve my father. Who has given you your mother and father? Krishna. Krishna has given you your mother, right? Krishna has given you your father. You have to serve them because he has given you them. Okay, so that is also Krishna's service only. Tell Krishna, I am serving them because you have given them. So this way I am serving you indirectly, right? So that serving your parents also becomes devotional service. Okay, so that way serving your teacher also becomes devotional service. Helping your friends also becomes devotional service, because who has given you your friends? Krishna. Every soul that you are in contact with is given by Krishna. Everything is devotional service. So that is why I am telling Krishna consciousness. Consciousness has to be changed towards Krishna. Instead of saying, no, I'm helping my mom, think that Krishna has given me my mother, that's why I'm helping her. So I'm indirectly serving Krishna. Okay, the moment that happens in your mind, it is going to become devotional service, and it is going to become Krishna conscious work. Okay, that time you can go back to Krishna easily. Okay, this is the way you practice remembering Krishna. See, another example, okay, Prahlad's story. Okay, so what did he do? When he was sent to Gurukul, there so many people were there, so many atheistic people were there, like his classmates, and the gurus used to teach them Hiranyakashipu's glories, okay, his Prahlad's father's glories, and his gurus were advised not to teach anything about Lord. Okay, why? Because Hiranyakashipu was an enemy of Lord, right? So now what did Prahlad do? Did Prahlad get scared and say, okay, I will also sit and learn about Hiranyakashipu? No, he was so determined, right? He was like, Lord is Vishnu, Lord is Krishna. How can my dad become the Lord? Right? So he was like, he started talking about Vishnu and Krishna to everybody. He started chanting the glories of the Lord, and he started singing Krishna's songs, okay? And then he converted everybody around into devotees, right? He used to dance with them, he used to sing with them, all on the Lord. And everybody, he started, giving everybody that interest, that taste for the Lord. And everybody started becoming interested in Krishna, and everybody started following Prahlad, right? And that way he converted everybody around into devotees. Did he give up? No. So going to Gurukul to learn about Hiranyakashipu also became devotional service. Why? Because he was having Krishna in his mind. With Krishna consciousness, he started acting. He started working, right? So that way he converted everybody into devotees, right? So that is how we also have to take every opportunity as a service to the Lord. So going to Gurukul also, he converted it into Krishna's service, right? So therefore, Arjuna, you should always think of me in the form of Krishna, and at the same time carry out your prescribed duty of fighting. Okay, so we all have to think of the Lord. See, Krishna is telling here, don't think of him as Vishnu or as any other form. Krishna has so many forms, no? Think of him as Krishna. So Krishna is telling in the form of Krishna. At the same time, carry out your prescribed duty of fighting. So fighting is his duty. So somebody asked me, no, how is studying devotional service? How is fighting devotional service? Arjuna's duty was to fight, right? And through fighting, he satisfied Krishna. Why? Because Krishna asked him to fight, right? While fighting, Arjuna's mind was only thinking that Krishna wants me to fight, that's why I'm fighting. I don't want victory. Even if I lose, doesn't matter to me. If I win, doesn't matter to me. I'm fighting only because I have to serve Krishna. That way fighting became devotional service. Had he fought with this thing in his mind, ki, okay, I want to win, that's why I'm fighting, that becomes fruitive activity. Okay, so whatever we are doing, if we do it for the Lord, it becomes devotional service. Studying, going to music class, going to dance class, going to yoga class, going to any other class, everything becomes devotional service if you do it for the Lord. Okay, so that's what Krishna is saying. With your activities dedicated to me, and your mind and intelligence fixed on me. Okay, you will attain me without any doubt. Okay, so this is again Prahlad's story. So Prahlad was born as a devotee. From his birth itself, he became a devotee. Okay, so when he was born, Hiranyakashipu was an enemy of the Lord. So he did not want his son to become a devotee of the Lord. Okay, but what happens? Devotee can never become a demon. Okay, devotee is always a devotee. So even if his father opposed him so much, Prahlad never gave up. He kept chanting Krishna, 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 right? All the time the Lord's name. And then what happened? Hiranyakashipu got so angry, he wanted to kill Prahlad. He wanted to kill his own son, right? And he tried so many methods to kill his son. But every time he went to the jaws of the death, he came back. How? By chanting, right? So here you can see he was made, so many people were appointed to kill him. He was chanting Krishna's name, the Lord came and saved him. Here also, under the elephant's foot, he wanted to be killed, right? Everybody pushed him under the elephant's feet. But what happened? Elephant withdrew his foot, okay, because he was chanting Krishna's name. Elephant got an order from the Lord, don't stamp him, right? And that's how he was saved again. He was given poison. His very own mother was asked to give him poison by his father, but again he was saved. Everything happened how? By the grace of the Lord. Did he sit and cry, no, 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 my father will kill me, I will die? Did he get scared? No. What did he do? I will die, it's okay. If Krishna wants me to do, I will. If Krishna wants me to die, I will die. But my job is to remember Krishna all the time. He knew his duty. His duty was to remember Krishna. So even at the time of death, he was remembering Krishna. So Krishna came and saved him, right? And finally, see, Krishna came in Narasimha avatar, right? And finally protected Prahlad, and killed Hiranyakashipu. And he did not just kill Hiranyakashipu. You know what? Hiranyakashipu got moksha. Because the Lord himself came and killed him, he got moksha, right? So we should understand one thing. In Krishna's presence, whatever happens, it becomes positive. It becomes auspicious. Even if something negative happens, it becomes auspicious, because Hiranyakashipu got moksha. Duryodhana got moksha because he died in the presence of Krishna. Right? So from these stories we understood. See, Bharata started his devotional service when he became old. Right? He went to forest and he started. But Prahlad started his devotional service right from his birth. So when should we start our devotional service? There is no such age restrictions at all. Right from your birth you can start devotional service. You can, if you've not started, you can start now. If you've not started, you can start when you become old also. You can start when you're dying also. Okay, but that, if that has to happen, Krishna's special mercy has to be there. Okay, so always it's good to start devotional service right when you're a kid. See, look at this, so cute, right? So if you've started your devotional service when you are small right now, what happens? You will gain good practice of it, and when you become old and when you're dying, you will easily remember Krishna. Otherwise, it happens like Bharata's story. You've not had enough practice. You will remember about something else. And again, you will take other janmas and janmas and janmas, and then you will go back to Krishna. Okay? So it's always advised when you're small itself, you start devotional service. Otherwise, it becomes little difficult. Okay? This is Ajamila's story. Who knows Ajamila's story? Anybody? Karnika, tell me.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Ma'am, Ajamila he was the son of the devotee, and he also was a devotee.
Yeah.
But then he fell in love with the impious woman, and then he started
becoming bad. Yeah.
becoming bad and making sins.
Yeah.
So then he got 10 sons, and
Yeah. He named his last son Narayana.
Narayana. So then when he was ill, Yama's attendants came to take him to health. But then he started calling Narayana his son. But then it reached the ears of Lord Vishnu. So he asked his attendants to
bring Ajamila. Then they asked Yama's attendants to stop, and then
Yeah,
give him another chance. That time,
yeah.
he-
He got a second chance, right? And then
yes,
he went back to he went, meditated, got himself purified, and then he became pure, and then he went back to Krishna. Yes, very good. Hari Bol Parnika. So this is Ajamila's story. He was born in a devotee's family. He was also a devotee, but then unfortunately, when he became a teenager, okay, he fell in love with a bad woman. She was very bad, and then he got married to that bad woman, and he also became bad. Okay, so when you join a bad person, you will also become bad. That's why make sure you choose good friends, okay, in school. And yeah, so he became bad and he started doing all mistakes, every sin in the world possible, because he had 10 sons. To obviously, to take care of 10 sons, he needs more money, right? With the occupation he was doing, he used to get less money, so he used to start stealing people, murdering people for wealth and all that. So many mistakes, sins, okay. And then with so much sins, what happened? He named his last son as Narayana. Okay, and who gave him the intelligence to name his son Narayana? Krishna. Because Krishna was merciful, because he was born in a devotee's family, because he was also a devotee until his teenage, Krishna became very merciful. He remembered. See, whatever little service you do to Krishna, Krishna remembers, and he will award you. Okay, and if Krishna awards, it's going to be unlimited, right? So Krishna gave him the intelligence to name his last son Narayana, and then Ajamila named his son Narayana, and he became very old and he was almost on the verge of dying. That time he needed some help, okay. And also he was worried about Narayana because he was the smallest son. He had to be taken care of well, right? So he was like all the time Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. He used to pamper his son. So when dying also, he used to call Narayana, 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 and he died. Now what happened? The Yamadutas came on one side, Vishnudutas came on one side. Okay. Now Yamadutas came and told, we will take him because he's a very sinful person. Vishnudutas came and told, no, it's Lord's order. We have to take him because he's called Narayana's name while dying. Then Yamadutas told, no, he didn't call Lord Narayana. He called his son Narayana. Then Vishnudutas was like, holy name, that is the power of holy name, okay? Whether you call your son Narayana, your father Narayana, Narayana is Lord's name, right? So Narayana means Narayana only. So Yamadutas were like, no, and all that. And then Vishnudutas sent the Yamadutas away, and then Vishnudutas told Ajamila, but you cannot come back to Vaikuntha just like that. You cannot go back to the Lord just like that. You have to get purified because you've committed so many sins. Okay, then Ajamila got another chance. He got a second chance. He went, meditated, became purified. He became a very pure devotee of the Lord, and then he went. So Vishnudutas were waiting for them. He went in the same Pushpak Viman. Okay, so here Krishna says, he who meditates upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his mind constantly engaged in remembering me, he, O Partha, is sure to reach me. Okay, so we have to become pure. Yesterday we saw the steps to go back to Godhead. We've not even started our journey on the steps, right? So much of impurities are there, anger, greed, we always lie, we have this tendency to steal, right? We always have this tendency to blame our mistakes on others and escape from punishments and all that. But Maya Devi, karma, can you escape from karma? Karma takes a note of all you've done and gives you opposite reactions. Even if you want to escape, you cannot escape, right? So always think of the Lord and become good. Okay, that is the only way. Ajamila was so bad, but Krishna gave him a second chance. So we all have got our second chance. This is our second chance. This is not our first chance. Remember, Krishna might think you might not get your third chance. So use this as your second chance and go back to the Lord. Okay, why? Because if you are here, you can never go back to Godhead, because you will be like, again you will do one karma, for that you will do another karma, to face that reaction another karma. So this is a chain, it keeps on happening. Karma, reaction, karma, reaction, action, reaction, action, reaction. It's a chain of actions and reactions. There is no way out. If you have to come out, it is only by remembering Krishna and doing everything for Krishna. Okay, it is through devotional service. And yeah, so the devotees can constantly think of the object of worship, the Supreme Lord, in any of his features. Narayana, Krishna, Rama, so many forms are there. Anything you can think of. right? So this practice will purify him at the end of his life. Due to his constant chanting, he will be transferred to the kingdom of God. Okay, so if you think of any of these forms, you will go back to their appropriate. See, if you think of Rama, you will go to Vaikunta where Ram is there. If you think of Narayana, you will go to a Vaikunta where Narayana is there. Okay, so different forms. Every form of the Lord has one Vaikunta planet. So that way there are so many hundreds and thousands of Vaikunta planets. Okay, in every Vaikunta planet there is a different form of Lord. Okay, Narayana, Ram and all that. So if one always, yeah, this is important. If one is always able to fix his mind on Krishna in devotional service, it is very easy for him to remain in an undisturbed transcendental trance or in samadhi state. So if you always have Krishna in your mind, okay, I'm taking class, I'm teaching Bhagavad Gita class, right? So why am I doing it? To make Krishna happy. So now this way I have Krishna in my mind. Now after this, I will, if I have to eat something, while eating also I'll be like, I will first see, okay, Tulsi is there on it. That means this is Krishna Prasad. So I'm eating Krishna Prasad. So that way I will have Krishna in my mind. And then I will sleep, right? When I sleep, why do I sleep? Because next day again I have to get up and start working for Krishna. If I have to get up and start working for Krishna, I need some energy, I need some rest. That's why I'm sleeping. That way, sleeping also is becoming devotional service, right? If Arjuna can offer devotional service through fighting, why can't we offer sleeping as devotional service, right? So with Krishna in mind, we can do anything and everything for Krishna. That is called Krishna consciousness. Okay. I've posted the attendance link once again. Yeah, so how do you remember Krishna? The easiest way is to remember all this accessories he has, no? Peacock feather, flute, and one of the main thing is Ananta, so Sheshanag, guarding him all the time, right? Krishna, in fact, Vishnu sleeps on Sheshanag, right, in Vaikunta. And then you can also remember the lotus flower, okay? And then the gada that he has, no? The club. Kaumudagi Gada, and then Sudarshan, okay, and then Shank, Panchajanya, okay, and always cows will be there around him, calves will be there around him, okay, nice forest, Vrindavan forest will be there around him, and then he blows, I mean, the flute, nice music he plays, and then what happens? Radha will be there, gopis will be there, right, butter will be there. So remember all this, bring all these things in your mind, okay. So that you will not get monotonous, okay, and you will, with enthusiasm, you can remember him, okay. You will not become God, you will attain his form, okay. If you go to Vaikunta, see what happens. Somebody asked, ma'am, can we become God by remembering Krishna? How can we become God? God is Krishna, no? We don't have that capacity to become God. But we can get the four-handed form, okay? Like Jaya Vijay story we saw, Jaya Vijay had 4 hands, right? Why? Because they were in Vaikunta. Everybody in Vaikunta, if you reach, you will also get that 4-handed form, okay? But you will only get the form, okay? And you will continue serving the Krishna. With that 4-handed form, what was Jaya and Vijaya doing? They were gatekeeping, right? They were taking care of the entrance of Vaikunta. So they were serving the Lord that way. So another person might start fanning him with the hand fan, okay, but he will still have 4-handed form only, but his duty is to fan the Lord. He cannot become the Lord, okay. We all have that 4-handed form. We will not have death, we will not have birth, all that is there, but our duty is to serve the Lord even if we go to Vaikunta. That is what is the duty of a devotee. Even after we die, it is our duty, okay. Our duty, eternal duty, is to serve the Lord, nothing else, not becoming the Lord, okay. So yeah, I just spoke to you about the flute, right? He plays his flute, and his transcendental form is more attractive, yeah. So his eyes are like lotus petal, right? His color, Megha Varnam, right? Shantakaram Bhujakashayanam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gagana Sadrisham Megha Varnam Shubhangam. So Megha Varnam, cloud color, okay. So Shamasundara, that's why he's of this color. And then yeah, so he wears a saffron colored cloth, okay, yellowish orange colored, that is his dress, okay. If you're imagining Krishna, imagine with a yellowish orange color dress, okay, and peacock feather and all that, okay. So this is how the spiritual world looks, Material world, you all know, Earth and so many planets we have, our galaxies and universe and all that we know. How does a spiritual planet look? Okay, I told you there are hundreds and thousands of Vaikuntha planets in the spiritual sky. It is above the material planets, planetary system. We have, this is just one universe that we know, right? Sun is in the middle, all the solar system, the and galaxies, Milky Way, everything, right? This is just one universe. Like this, there are multiple universes. They are all material. Above all those multiple universes, above that is the spiritual world. Okay, in this spiritual world, you will have multiple Vaikuntha planets. In one planet, he is in the form of Narayana. In one planet, he is in the form of Aniruddha. In another planet, he is in the form of Parthasarathi. Okay, all different Vasudeva. Okay, Sankarshana. So in one planet, he is in. So in all each of the Vaikuntha planets, he is in different form. And then above these Vaikuntha planets is Krishna Loka. This is Goloka Vrindavan, where he is in the form of Krishna. Radha will be there, gopis will be there, Yashoda Maya will be there, okay, all these cows will be there, forest will be there. He will be like a cowherd boy, okay, like very simple. All this 4 hands and all will not be there. He will be like us, 2 hands. So it will be nice, no, to play with him. You can always eat butter with him and all if you go to Goloka Vrindavan. So if you worship Krishna, you will go to Golok Vrindavan. If you worship any other Vishnu forms, you will go to Vaikuntha and get the 4-handed form. Okay. So it is clearly stated here that only by bhakti or devotional service one can enter, enter into the Vaikuntha planetary system. This is called Vaikuntha planetary system. Okay, and above this is Goloka Vrindavan. Okay, so it's like this. So suppose this person while dying, if he's thinking about some human being or some grandson or something, or his son or something, he will again take birth as a human being. So he will die and he will take birth as a human being. Had he thought about Krishna, he would have gone back to Krishna. Okay, so at the time of death, the jiva sets forth on the path to a new life. So now coming back to the fruitive work, that is karma. Okay. So those who are fruitive laborers and philosophical speculators from time immemorial are constantly going on and coming. That's what I told you. That grandfather, right? The previous slide. What did he do? He thought about some human being, so he again got a human being's form, right? So if you think about all this, you will again get, if you think about money, you will again be born and you will start earning money in your next life. Okay, with money, see, every enjoyment comes with a responsibility. Remember that. Example, we have nice vehicles today, right? Motor vehicles and all that. And what is coming with it? Pollution, right? And there is a hole in the ozone layer. Can you imagine to what extent we have destroyed the earth? So this is enjoyment. We have nice flights and nice motor cars and all that. In fact, we have automatic cars and all that. Nice, very nice. But along with it, what are we getting? Pollution, diseases, right? Respiratory diseases, all because of pollution. So every enjoyment comes with a responsibility, and that responsibility is called suffering. You have to suffer. So before you do anything, do it for the Lord, so that all the reactions Krishna will take. Okay. So actually they do not attain. So there is no freedom. Okay, you keep taking birth. You want something, you will again take birth and get that in your next janma. And next janma you want something else. So you will again take birth after your next janma, the next janma, and you will again start suffering. Okay, so salvation if you get only if you surrender to the lotus feet of the Lord. Easiest way to surrender is to chant the Harinam, okay? Because when you chant, you will offer devotional service automatically and you can go back to Krishna. A person who accepts the path of devotional service is not bereft of the results derived from studying Vedas, performing sacrifices, undergoing austerities, giving charity. So what is Krishna saying? If you offer devotional service by chanting, because that's the easiest way, if you start offering devotional service to the Lord, you know what happens? You will get the same punya of performing sacrifices, studying Vedas, undergoing severe penances, austerities, charity, donating things to poor and all that. Okay, and fruitive activities and philosophical speculation, getting so much gyan, knowledge. All this results, all this benefits you will get by offering devotional service. Just by chanting, you will get all this, performing sacrifices, all of these benefits you will get. Why do you have to do all of this individually? Just chant, you will get all of it in a single package. Okay, and at the end, he will reach the supreme eternal abode of Goloka Vrindavan, if you remember Krishna. Otherwise Vaikuntha. Okay, So always engage in devotional service with determination. Don't give up. There are so many obstacles you will get on the way. Somebody will not allow you to pray. Okay, so your friends will start making fun of you if you always talk about Krishna. All such obstacles are there. Prahlad is a very nice inspiration, right? His very own father was killing him, attempting to kill him. He could have told, okay, fine, I will not chant the Lord's name because I want to live. I don't want to die. Did he say that? What did he do? I will die if Krishna wants me to die. But my duty, I will not forget. What is my duty? To remember the Lord, to chant the glories of the Lord, right? So that way he converted his friends into devotees. His friends also was initially making fun of him, right? Did he give up? No, my friends are laughing. I will not chant Hare Krishna. No, he instead converted them also into devotees, right? So easiest way is to give them Krishna Prasad. If your friends are making fun, give them Krishna Prasad. Don't even tell them it is Prasad. Tell them it is food and give them. Okay, and slowly they will also start developing Krishna consciousness. So these are the pictures that I received from past few days. Okay, there are more, I believe. I need to check. Okay, anyway, so still if you have not send it to me, because all this will be made into a big PPT, all the batches, all the timings put together, and it will be shared with devotees. Okay, you will get a lot of blessings from Vaishnavas, from devotees of the Lord. There are a lot of senior devotees who can bless you. Okay, and Krishna will also bless you. Okay, so yeah, the names are put here. This is done by Akanksha, Ayush, Manasvi. Okay, so and Ayush has continuously written short stories. Yeah, I'll send it in the group. You all can read. Okay, so use your time in Krishna conscious activities. Don't waste time by watching TV, unnecessarily speaking to your friends and all that. Okay, do something for the Lord, because that is the only way you can go back, give back something, right? See, we all love our parents. Do you say, okay, I love my parents and simply sit? No, when your mom's birthday comes, you try and make something, a greeting card, or you give her a surprise, right? Or you might buy some cake or some gift and you give her. Why do you do all that? You can say, I love my mom and simply sit. But you express it by doing all this, right? Same way, Krishna is also our father and mother, right? He is also our eternal parent. So what do you do for him? Obviously, we all love Krishna. And what are we doing? You cannot say, I love Krishna and simply sit. Express it. Do something for him. He will be very happy. Okay? So when your father gets some, say, a packet of chocolates for you, do you start opening the packet and eat off directly? You will start eating? No, you will definitely go and give your dad also. Take at least one chocolate, you will say, no? Obviously, your father might not take. That's a different story. But you will definitely go and offer him, right? And he will be so happy, right? He will be like, oh, my daughter is offering, my son is offering me something. Same way, Krishna will also be happy if you do something for him. He will be like, my kid is offering me something. He will also be very happy. Okay, so we our duty is to serve him, to make him happy, because he's given us so much. He's given us everything. He protects us when we are in difficulty. So obviously it's our duty to do something for him, right? So let's do something for him. Okay, and Hare Krishna. I'll unmute all of you. Chant Hare Krishna once.
Hare Krishna,
Okay,